Oh, my thing, my mic was muted. I'm glad I caught that before it's too late. Okay. That's been dealt with. Now let's deal with the grass requirements. Okay, whatever. There's literally no way for me to make that work at all. And now you're on the wrong... Oh my god. Oh my god. Come on. There we go. Up here. Love God, it's not that I don't want to battle you right now, but in case my one, aside from my internet not being cooperative tonight, I can't even get on ranked battles. The priority right now is completing the remaining of the Infinite Zia Royale, because we only need to clear through it a couple more times, and then we move on. So probably not going to happen, again, as much as I would like to. And again, even if I didn't have this to do, my internet is not being as nice as I want it to be. I'm really sorry, Love God. I really am. I just really want to get this dealt with. Alright, well, at least the Nightbot's working again. No. Maybe it doesn't seem to affect Sableye. Affected it plenty as far as I can tell. Okay, 4,500, so that should be just enough. Okay, let's get out of here. Oh, don't use Star Computer. I got enough to deal with. Okay. Hang out until morning. Okay, that should be as far as what we need to do there. So let's go to Corsatico. All right, let's take care of this challenger's ticket. All right, Corbo is next. If I want to make Lumiose a better city, I need to win. If I have to bend some rules for that, I will. Well, it's time to decide once and for all who has the ultimate drip. Yeah, Corbo's easily like the best character in this game, just in terms of the execution. Like, they nailed this guy. Universal delete button. Let's show them how we do things. Scolopade. Let's go. Even when you beat me, I still end up having fun. Guess it's because I can be myself around you. I definitely feel like Corbo. Alright, so that's 14 done. So 5 more bottles of protein. And more EXP candies. Alright. I think if we do one more, we should be good. And then we will get the Eternal Flower Floette. So let's get this knocked out. And then we can move on with our lives. Okay, kill some time until nightfall. Let's go here. Okay, what do we got? Sneak up and start by using poison type moves. Well, that is definitely a thing that I'm in a position to do. No. Okay, I'll take this. Okay, use super effective moves, doesn't matter what. we can do that. Or is that critical hit flash cannon earlier, Gully Wash? Okay. Alright, immediately knock out unaware opponents with the first blow. We can do that. On paper. Alright, land hits with fairy type moves. We can do that a little bit more easily. Get rid of this. Nope. Interesting. So that Super Feint did land. There we go. And there is that. All right, so now we need to hit lit. We need to land hits with fairy type moves. Oh, okay, that's a bit of a problem. Earthquake. Alright, knock off both the fighting types, land hit the Mega Evolved Pokemon. Easy peasy. Let's go. You're in a very tight space here, but that's okay. Let's drain some more juice here. There we go. All right, I'll take your coffee. Absolutely. What's up, Oi Chun Kwek? Appreciate you coming by. Yeah, you had no excuse. You absolutely should have seen me coming. We knock out opponents using fire type moves. Well, That works, I suppose. Okay, let's deal with this quickly so we're not having to deal with the consequences of that. Okay. Should be more opponents this way. Grab this, use super effective moves. There we go. All right. A few more points. We're almost there, chat. We're almost at the end. How did I get poisoned again? Must have been something I missed at the last second. No. Just cut off all of your stuff. Thanks, Spider Guy 17. Appreciate you for liking the like. No. All right, there we go. Just need a couple more battles and we are good to go. Confuse opposing Pokemon and immediately knock out unaware opponents. Let's get rid of this because we're not going to use that. That one's more probable than the others. Nope, I could not possibly. Safeguard is not helpful. Like, well, Safeguard is helpful when you need to deal with, well, A and all stats conditions, but that ain't what I do here. The time and the place for stats conditions in Legends EA is for better and for worse, not it. Alright, one more. Okay, there we go. And that is it. Okay, let's head back over here. What's up, Ash? Appreciate y'all coming by. And like that, the day begins once again. $90.90. How am I? I'm doing all right. This has not been the absolute best stream in the world tonight, just because of the technical problems we experienced earlier. But overall, I'm having a good time. This particular week's been very stressful, just because of like all stuff involving my personal life. Because if you didn't know, I mentioned this in one of my recent update videos, but I'm working on getting a house, and there's a lot of steps involved in that. But we are inching ever closer to it, and I'll have my house properly by next month. All right, it is time. We get through this battle, and then we get the Eternal Flower Floette. We are right here, chat. We are at the precipice. Isn't the Infinite ZA Rail great? No, it is not. I haven't had a chance for an all-out match with you since we fought to see who's the strongest Mega Evolution user. Watch me win! 3-1-1-1. What are you talking about, Alex? Alright, Tawny Team MZ. We beat her, and we get our Eternal Flower at long last. Oh, she set up light screen and reflect for her team, so she'll be more. Most Pixie towering over small doors that are great. Oh yeah, no, they're. That's so funny. So if you guys don't know, I'm on multiple Discord servers, and on one of them there are some selfies of me just towering over certain entryways and patios while I was going house hunting. It is so funny. It is one of those things where it's like it was a legitimate concern. Because it is something that I have to factor in while I'm deciding, hey, do I want to live here? Or do I want to constantly deal with that while I live here? I remember like the very last house that I looked at before I kind of made my decision on which house I wanted to be at. There's this one room that we were in where it's like there was like an oscillating fan right over my head. And my real estate agent like finally kind of got the message, and it's like she saw the oscillating fan over my head. And she was like, okay, Griffin, I'm starting to get nervous. And it's like, oh, you're starting to get nervous. Great. I'm glad we're in agreement. Yep, and here we go. Can you battle me, please? Probably not going to be happening tonight, Gaming Goddess. Appreciate the request, but at this point, we're pretty much at the end of what I want to do. This is the last thing. Behold, the Mega Eternal Flower Floette. Got off the Light of Ruin before I could get off Nihil Light. It would have been a fun little collision there. That's all right. And there we go. Already have 5 float AZ, a perk of having 5 switches. Dang, Gaming Goddess, that is a lot. That is impressive. I'm really glad we met, you know? I couldn't have taken on the whole ZA Royale or protected Lumiose if you hadn't been there. You're seated a prize for winning a reward match. 5 balls of Carbos. Buy 15 pieces of EXP candy M. Tawny, can I have a word? Emma? Yeah, sure. It must be pretty important if you came to find me. Sorry, just give it a second, okay? Emma, you're sure? All right. GriffinOni, come on. We need to make a stop at Corsatico HQ. Well, I suppose we're right here, and I still don't have what I want out of today, so I will indulge you one more time, Tawny. Thanks for coming, both of you. Just triple checking. Tawny, your jacket was a keepsake from your mom, right? Yeah, it was. Well, I found the person who gave it to your mom in the first place. That jacket was a gift from me. Okay, but she's not Emma's mom. Emma. She's not Tawny's mom, is she? I'm sorry? Tawny, I'm quite sure that your mother was my daughter. Oh, okay, so she's her grandmother. That I'm more willing to accept. Your mother worked to develop hologram technology, did she not? That's right. Your mother and I. We disagreed over the direction in which this company was moving. She left, saying that she had her own research she wished to pursue. Yes, she worked hard at that research, all caring for me when I was just a kid. It was a lot for me to handle. It was a lot for her to handle on her own. I think she ended up doing work for Team Flare, or maybe getting support from Lysander. It is true that your mother's research contributed to the invention of Team Flare's hologram devices. That very same research enabled us to develop our own holotech here at Corsotico Inc. Even though she chose to walk a separate path, still we find these points of intersection. Life truly is curious at times. So Mom's hard work helped make the Wild Stones and everything possible. But she burned herself out doing all that. In the end, she had to go to some faraway region and try to rest. I see. I suppose that is where she... Yeah. I knew my mom had ties to Lumiose, so I figured I'd find you, or someone who knew her, here. But of course, our family was not originally from Lumiose City. That's why it was a struggle to find any leads. Till I noticed that jacket. I couldn't be sure at first. It certainly has seen some hard days since I last seen it, and of course you've added some flair of your own. That's what prompted President Jet to enlist me to do some sleuthing for her, too. At that moment, it struck me. What if President Jet and Tawny are related to and searching for one another? My daughter, your mother. Did she ever speak about me? She regretted never talking to you again after she left. And she said if I ever met you, I should tell you something. Even though you and she walked different paths, there was still so much you had in common. Noticing what you shared made her life feel fuller, even after she left. Maybe especially after. If only I'd been less stubborn. If only I'd tried to reach back across that divide sooner. I think it's alright. She'd be glad to know her message reached you at least. I must ask one thing of you, Tawny. I bear responsibility for Corsotico Inc. choosing to conceal the truth about the tower's threat from the public for so long. And so I plan to step down as president. But the urban redevelopment plan must continue. Must it? This whole city is in chaos. We must make Lumiose City to a place that truly belongs to both people and Pokémon. Having some continuity in the project's leadership could help the transition go a little smoother. Perhaps if someone who had been helping already were to step into my shoes. Someone who is already a leader in their own right. Wait, you're not saying what I think you're saying, are you? You want me to take over CEO of Corsotica? Me leading the whole company? I mean, I guess it makes sense to keep in the family, but... You know what? Alright. I doubt Mom would have wanted me to refuse. You understand why I have to do this, right? I understand why you need to give me the eternal flower, Floette. Thank you so much. Hey, Floette. You were listening, right? I'm going to be really busy for a while. I probably won't have time to be a good Pokemon trainer. So, you should do like AZ would have wanted. Help GriffinOni keep Lumiose safe. Okay, you, sir, are done. Let me just, there we go. Nice try. Let's see. Thanks, Floette. Here, use this well, GriffinOni. We got the Floette tied, one of a variety of mysterious Mega Stones. Special Floette holding the stone will be able to Mega Evolve during battle. GriffinOni, I'm so sorry to break up your team this way. It's alright, even if we're apart for a little while, we'll always be Team MZ. I'll come give them the whole story later, but could you break the news to Lyda and Naveen? I'll whip up an extra special croissant curry to make it up to all of you, I promise. Let's all keep doing what we can to make Lumiose the best place it can be. Alright, Infinite Zia Royale has been completed. Thank God. And we got Floette, level 72. We got the Eternal Flower Floette at long last. And consequently, there are even more side quests at Hotel C. Ha! Okay, there actually is one that I want to do, since we are here at this point. I'm pretty sure you have a special battle that I can do, but I actually want to go up to the roof. Grats. Thanks, man. Now, we do have one more thing that I want to do since we're here. I think we need to talk to Karina. Let's see. Hey, GriffinOni. Can I ask you a favor? One Pokemon trade to another? Anytime. Thanks, teammate. Well, the favor I want to ask is this. Face me in a real Pokemon battle. One-on-one. Lucario and Lucario. No holds barred. Yes, so we need to do this. Talk to me when you got all your team is a single Lucario ready for an explosive battle. Alright, so here's what we got to do, chat. So, there's a reason I want to do this. So, Lucario in this game got a special Mega Evolution, much like Garchomp Z. Lucario got Mega Lucario Z. And the only way to get the Mega Lucario... Well, the Lucario Knight Z, I believe it is called, is doing this specific side quest. So, just so we are covering all of our boxes. Covering all boxes? What am I talking about? Checking off all of our boxes. Okay, I want to take this one, and we're going to level it up like crazy before we do anything else. Satchel. All right, level 100. Okay, and next I want to give it some proteins. Okay. Now then, as far as its moves here. Let's see. What? Yeah, we need to keep Protect on. That's the big thing for this to work. Either Protect or Detect. What's the cooldown time? Yeah, we'll do Detect. Detect's cooldown time is a little faster, so. Oh, and of course, as always, you need the... I think it's actually the first one, right? Where is... Where is it? I know I have Lucario Knight. No, Why don't I have Lucario Knight? Huh? Okay, hold up. I should have Lucario Knight. Okay, well, that will not do. We need to go back to Corsatico. This is an easy fix, if I am correct. But I swore I had to add Lucario Knight. I guess not. Yeah, please. No, I guess not. That is ridiculous. I cannot believe. Is he already holding it? No, I straight didn't have it. I swore, I guess for some reason I thought that I had gotten Lucario Knight unlocked early in the game just through main story progress. But I guess not. But I absolutely have it now. I 100% do have it now. So give it to Lucario and then let's go back to the roof. I was losing my mind here. Okay, let's do this. At last! Let's say we're both ready. Let's get this battle going. You bet. Ready, Lucario? Alright, so we're going to fight Successor Karina. She's going to bring out her Lucario against mine. Gonna hold off and wait. Is immediately going to use her Mega Ring to Mega Evolve. I'm gonna wait until it launches an attack. Nope. There we go. Precise timing on that is the key. Make that work. Make that work. There we go. Here we go. Into Hatsune Miku. As long as Pokemon trainers show each other kindness and give each other courage, the world will be full of smiles. Thanks, GriffinOni. That was great. Battling you brought back a good memory, too. A match from a few years ago that lives in my heart. Yeah, I know what you're talking about. But we're not allowed to talk about the person that's from that game. I'm really glad I came to Lumiose and got to meet you and the rest of the team. Let's battle again sometime. My Lucario would love a rematch, too. Alright, Ultra Hardcore Lucario Showdown has been completed. Okay. Go back to the lobby here. Okay, there we go. So, I think that's going to be it properly as far as Pokemon Legends CA. I've pretty much done everything that I want to do in this game. I know that there are a few other things that I could do if I really wanted to. There are some side quests I can pursue. There are some legendaries and mythicals that I could go after. But at this point, I really feel like I've exhausted everything that I want to actively go out of my way to do. I've gotten the Mega Stones that I want. I got the Eternal Flower Float, which is a big deal because that thing has been sifting through the data of multiple generations of games for years, but only now are we able to get it. So I'm glad I finally have it. But I think that's going to be it. So I've said this multiple times because I know that Pokopia is the kind of the big game that's out right now, but I will keep my stance nice and firm. So if someone wants to donate me $100, I'll play it, but otherwise I'm not doing it. It's just not going to happen otherwise. That said, we are going to be having some more live streams later on. We will have another live stream of Xenoblade Chronicles X Definitive Edition tomorrow afternoon, and we will also more likely than not have one on Sunday. And then next week, we'll kind of go back into our usual schedule of Pokemon Heart Gold episodes coming out. We have a nice special episode that's going to be kicking off next week. So hope you guys look forward to that. If you've not already subscribed to my YouTube channel, feel free to do so. I highly recommend it. Hit the bell icon for notifications for any subsequent streams that we have in the future. And as always, thank you so much for watching, and I'll see you all in the next stream. Good night, everyone.